Algoma-Manitoulin.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Energy, Northern Development, Mines and Indigenous Affairs. Minister, let me frame this for you. We've spoken about this quite a few for over the last couple of weeks. There is a mill, a stagnant mill that has been idle in Chapleau for quite some time. There has been an Indigenous component to it of interest. There has been an industry component of interest to it. NOHSC has released their interest to it, causing a bid. The bid went out. There are two competing entities that are looking for it right now. At this point in time, a salvage is what is going to be done with this mill. A salvage, you know, and I know what that means for the community. Loss of opportunities, loss of jobs, loss of development, loss of and just growth for this community in Chapleau. Northern Ontario is very strong in forest industry. We need your help with this one. What is this government going to do instead of letting this mill go into a salvage?
Minister of Energy, Northern Development and Mines and Indigenous Affairs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate the honourable member's question. This was brought to my attention last week, and our officials are following up on this. We're focused on a strategy for Northern Ontario that will open us up for business. Stagnant for more than 15 years, the decade and a half of darkness left many mills, left many resource operations shut down for extended periods of time. High energy costs. We now have clearly, Mr. Speaker, a skill set, skilled tradespeople to go in and work in many of these places. So I can assure the member opposite that the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund and our commitment to being open for business will take a serious look at any opportunity in Northern Ontario, particularly as they pertain to opportunities with Indigenous communities partnering with the private sector to create good jobs for all communities across Northern Ontario. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
Minister, look no more. The opportunity is knocking at your door. There is an industry here who is looking at getting this going. They're waiting for you to come to the table. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Come to Chapleau. Come meet with the industry. Meet with the local people that are there that are willing to make this work. I know the member from Timmins has crossed the floor many times talking to you. I've walked across the floor and mentioned it to you. This is an opportunity that we cannot miss. I don't care how we get it done. I don't care who comes there to cut the ribbon. Let's get this mill done. Don't pass up this opportunity.
Thank you.
Well, Mr.
Minister.
Speaker, it's true they walk across the floor so many times it makes me think they want to stay. And I'll tell you who's knocking at my door. People in the forestry sector, in the mining sector, who are tired of red tape, who are tired of high taxes, who can't afford a job-killing carbon tax, Mr. Speaker. We drive larger trucks, farther distances, Mr. Speaker, and the opposition's calling for a carbon tax to be the highest in the world, Mr. Speaker. I can guarantee the member opposite and all of his colleagues that we're committed to opening Northern Ontario for business. And as I close, Mr. Speaker, in particular, I would like to wish all of my Northern Ontario colleagues not just a Merry Christmas, but safe travels across our vast and beautiful ridings. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.